The most significant restriction highlighted is on receiving cash from a single person. You cannot receive cash of rupees 2 lakhs or more from a single person in a single day for a single transaction or for a single event or occasion. आप रुपीस 2 लाख या फिर उससे ज्यादा का अमाउंट किसी एक व्यक्ति से एक दिन में नहीं ले सकते, ना ही किसी सिंगल ट्रांजैक्शन के लिए, ना किसी इवेंट या फिर ऑनकेजन के लिए. Penalty. Violation of this rule can result in a penalty equivalent to the amount of cash received. PAN disclosure for cash deposits. Depositing rupees 50,000 or more in cash into your bank account in a single day requires quoting your PAN. Even if multiple smaller deposits are made in a single day to the same bank account, if the total exceeds rupees 50,000, PAN is required. यदि आप रुपीस 5,000 से ज़्यादा का अमाउंट एक दिन में जाके अपने बैंक अकाउंट में जमा करते हैं तो आपको अपना पैन नंबर भी देना होता है. If you deposit an amount of more than rupees 50,000 in your bank account in a day, you have to provide your PAN number. This triggers information reporting to the Income Tax Department. Banks, post offices, and cooperative banks are required to report cash deposits of rupees 10 lakhs or more in a financial year, April 1st to March 31st, to the Income Tax Department. यदि कोई व्यक्ति रुपीस 10 लाख या फिर उससे ज़्यादा का अमाउंट कैश का बैंक में जमा करता है एक फाइनेंशियल ईयर में, तो इसकी रिपोर्टिंग बैंक के द्वारा, पोस्ट ऑफिस के द्वारा, कून ऑपरेटिव बैंक के द्वारा इनकम टैक्स डी डिपार्टमेंट को कर दी जाती है. If a person deposits an amount of rupees 10 lakhs or more in cash in a bank in a financial year, its reporting is done by the bank, post office, and cooperative bank to the income tax department. While banks may accept any amount, this reporting threshold is crucial for triggering scrutiny. Income tax return, ITR, filing mandate based on annual deposits. If the total deposits, including cash, UPI, NEFT, etc., in a saving bank account across all banks in a financial year exceed rupees 50 lakhs, filing an income tax return becomes mandatory, regardless of whether the individual has any taxable income. अगर किसी टैक्स पेयर की एक फाइनेंशियल ईयर में जो डिपॉजिट है सभी सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट में 50 लाख इससे ज्यादा का हो जाता है तो उसके लिए इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न भरनी मैंडेटरी हो जाती है, जरूरी हो जाती है, भले ही उसकी कोई इनकम नहीं है. If the deposits of a taxpayer in all saving bank accounts in a financial year exceed 50 lakhs, filing an income tax return becomes mandatory even if they have no income. This applies to the aggregate deposits across all saving accounts held by the individual. Taxation of unexplained cash deposits. If you deposit cash that you cannot explain the source of to the income tax department, it is treated as unexplained credit. Tax rate. Unexplained transactions are subject to a flat 60% tax. Surcharge and cess. A 25% surcharge on the tax amount and a 4% education cess on the total tax plus surcharge are also applied. Penalty. The Income Tax Department can impose an additional 10% penalty on the total tax amount. अगर कोई ट्रांजैक्शन आप एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाते हैं इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट को तो उसे अनएक्सप्लेन्ड ट्रांजैक्शन माना जाता है जिसके ऊपर के फ्लैट 60 टैक्स आपको पे करना होता है. इसके अलावा 25 सेंसर चार्ज, इसके ऊपर जो टैक्स आपका बनेगा वह एडिशनल देना होता है. जो टोटल अमाउंट बनेगा इसके ऊपर 4 पर एजुकेशन सेज देना होगा. If you are unable to explain any transaction to the income tax department, it is considered an unexplained transaction on which a flat 60% tax has to be paid. In addition, a 25% surcharge on the tax you owe on this will be additional on the total amount. A 4% education cess will also be applicable. Prosecution. Failure to explain transactions can also lead to prosecution and potential imprisonment. Importance of explaining cash deposits. Taxpayers are required to show their cash deposits in their income tax return and provide explanations for the sources of the funds. Documentary evidence. Salary slips, rent agreements, sale bills, sale agreements should be kept to substantiate the sources of cash deposits. Explained income is taxed according to the applicable income tax slabs. While the focus is on income tax, the source also mentions that significant deposits, cash or non-cash, can trigger scrutiny from the GST department if they indicate business activity that should be registered for GST, e.g., turnover exceeding rupees 20 lakhs for service-based businesses or rupees 40 lakhs for goods sold within a state. Maintaining detailed records of all transactions is crucial for both income tax and GST purposes. There is no restriction on the number of saving bank accounts a person can hold, but having too many accounts can lead to increased bank charges and management difficulties. Keeping bank statements is essential for explaining transactions to the income tax department.